Meantime, growing concerns now about how tough the IRS will get when it comes to getting people signed up for Obamacare. It's responsible for collecting that penalty from those who don't enroll. Now remember, this is the same agency responsible for what you're seeing on your screen right now. These taxpayer-funded line dancing training videos. Going to the left and going to the right. Marjorie Clifton is a former consultant to the Obama campaign. Kayleigh McEnany is the founder of Political Prospect. You guys are on the left and the right, right?
Yeah, or somewhere in the middle, I don't know.
All right, so Marjorie, let me start with you because, you know, when you see those videos, you got to chuckle. But it's not so funny when the IRS may be coming after people, millions of people who think, I'm just going to skirt this Obamacare thing. And they might be hit with what's being called, sounds pretty nice, shared responsibility payment from the IRS.
Yeah, the IRS is not my favorite topic because I was doing taxes all morning, but I will say the penalty is actually designed to be run by the IRS, but ultimately what it's doing is actually feeding into sort of this greater kitty that's addressing the health care, the Affordable Care Act. So there's going to be insurance policies such as for insurance companies, there'll be a federal subsidy for the next 3 years to make sure they can stay in balance and stay alive in case there isn't the number of registries right away. And I kind of see this penalty because we're talking $95 or $46 for a child.
Yeah, but it's a percentage of your income, though, Marjorie. It's a percentage of your income.
Right,
could be
1% the first year, 2% the second year, and 2.5% the third year, whichever is the greatest amount.
But you're not really answering whether or not, how aggressive the IRS. Kayleigh, let me get you in on this. Apparently, they can't file criminal charges against people, and they can't seize your house.
Yeah.
Wow. Good news. What they can do, though, is if you're entitled to a refund, they can take that away from you and then charge you the additional.
Yeah, Gretchen, this is going to be the bully mechanism to enforce Obamacare. What we're going to see is Obamacare is going to fall into a spiral of desperation. We're already seeing the young and the healthy are not signing up. The people who are signing up are the old and the sick. 79% of the people who have signed up are receiving subsidies. So it's simply an untenable system, and it's going to fall on the backs of Americans who aren't going to sign up. And the IRS is going to be the bully mechanism enforcing it. $95 the first year, or 1% of your income. But what the Obama administration isn't telling you is that in 2016, that penalty goes up to $695 or 2.5% of your income.
Well,
and the IRS is going to be the aggressive watchdog after the American people.
Yeah, I can't imagine how you'd feel if you got one of those letters or some of your cash is suddenly missing. Meantime, a bombshell new report that the NSA has been secretly using radio waves to spy on nearly 100,000 computers all around the world. Now, all this just days before President Obama announces what changes he will make to how that agency operates. So, Marjorie, is this a good thing or a bad thing that we now know this, that the NSA has been doing this to computers around the world? And by the way, won't terrorists change their tactics now that we know this?
Well, again, this is why these leaks can be really dangerous. And I have to say, I'm really glad the NSA is on our side. And I would say we are efficiently using our tax dollars because they're really busy, apparently. But, you know, in all honesty, I mean, you look at it, cyber threats are a big threat to the U.S. right now. I mean, look at what happened with Target and having our credit cards compromised. We want them doing what they're doing. And actually, what we're seeing is that as an international. It was explained to me is that internationally what this is like, it's like sonar detection for earthquakes. It's a way of us actually detecting potential cyber threats before they happen. So again, I want them to continue doing what they're doing. I want them to be monitoring because it protects all of us.
But Kayleigh, the more that we know, right or wrong, the more that the terrorists change their tactics and come up with something else.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Gretchen, and that's why I hate seeing these leaks about the NSA program. The fact is, Quantum, which is the name of this computer program, keeps the American people safe. It's a way to combat the threat of cybersecurity attacks from the Chinese, as we saw with the New York Times and with the Pentagon. And quite frankly, I agree with Alexander Hamilton, who wrote in the Federalist that the power to protect the American people should occur without limitation. I'm a Bush-era Republican, and I think that the ability of the American government to stop threats that are very, very dire to our nation is a net good thing.
Well,
but the leaks, you're right.
The leaks can be problematic, and I'm thinking about Edward Snowden. We haven't heard the last from him, and it'll be interesting to see what the president decides on Friday. Marjorie and Kayleigh, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gretchen.